Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Scooters and Scoreboards podcast. For those who don't know us, I'm Dave. I'm Chris. Sorry, and I've got Dave alongside me here. Dave, mate, thanks for coming in as usual.
No worries, mate.
As always, thanks to our sponsor JP Property Maintenance for jumping on board with us this year, and thanks to our followers and subscribers out there. It's been a great start to the season. Round one's over and done with. I'm going to hand it over to Dave. Dave, give us your thoughts on the round one, mate. What tickled you the most, and what made you pumped for the next one?
There's a lot of blowouts.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of big scores, and like today's, as we just watched the Dolphins and Souths.
Yep.
That was over 70 points scored in that game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of points for the first round. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that game was very like more attacking. I think both them teams need to work on their defense a lot coming in the next week, because 70 points in one game, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's that's what half a point a minute.
Yeah.
Almost, or something like that anyway. But look, let's get straight into it. Obviously, besides the Vegas games, we touched the footy finally touched base in on home soil in Australia this week, which is good to see. As pumped as I was for the Eels versus Storm game, it didn't go as well as it should have. The Eels went down to Melbourne Storm 52-4. I'm going to ask you guys in the comment section here. Give us your thoughts on this game. I'm not happy. I will say that. Not so much the playing group, but the officiating as well. And I'm probably going to have a little bit of a rant here, so stay with me. But first off, obviously Harry Grant, in my opinion, best player on the field. He's everything he touched just turned to gold. Stefano Uitui Kamano, I was critical on him, obviously because of the way he went last year. Didn't do too much, and didn't obviously do too much in the trials. But look, he looks like he's got a massive season ahead of him.
Yeah.
He's hard running. Everything he touched, he just always was just dangerous with that ball. And in my opinion, I think the Eels, their forwards were just
very flat.
I think they were just in trackies and a jumper, like it was a day off, because
very flat. But
they were disgusting.
They weren't going forward.
No, not at all. Storm just played the Storm game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the only try the Eels put on was when it was 12-13. Eels with the 12. They score a try, and then look, there was
first 20 minutes they showed Parramatta how good they can be.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But after that was just all Melbourne.
I mean, I look at it where, like, don't get me wrong, there was a couple of bad calls there. There was one where obviously Jermaine Hopgood put a tackle on one of the Melbourne boys. They are saying it was direct contact with the head from a shoulder. In my opinion, I think it was a bit of whiplash situation.
Yeah.
I know Hopgood's looking at a week for that on an early guilty plea. I think it was more head clash as well, which is what forced it. Hopgood was sent to the bin for that, and the player was sent off for HIA. And then there was another call that come out, and I'm pretty sure it was Iongi or something like that. There was a tackle made by Melbourne, and you'd probably back me up here, Davo, where the player comes in with an arm, and he comes around your head with his arm, whether he's making a tackle or not. That's a head height.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And
every day of the week, yeah.
The Parramatta Eels player, I can't remember who it was now, but he stayed down.
Yeah.
He stayed down, obviously. Didn't like what happened, tried to get the penalty, and then the ref's gone, no, it's fine. The player was making a tackle. You're making a tackle, it's around the head, it's a head height all day long.
That's right.
Regardless of the situation.
And then Melbourne done the same to Parramatta, and they didn't get penalised.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
So that's where it's...
Yeah, and it's like, that's obviously happened, and then Melbourne don't get penalised, but 2 minutes later, Iongi comes off for a HIA.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like, so what, we lose a player for 10, 15 minutes because of foul play?
That's right,
nothing's done. And I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it's, the NRL, the bunker, it's not perfect, as we know.
No.
It's to the point where it's a $1 million like it's a $1 million sort of program made to like make these calls better. And honestly, I'd be getting rid of it. They should have got rid of it last year because it is absolute garbage.
Yeah,
it's giving the NRL more control over the players, and things like that happen. Like, you know, I'm not blaming the refs because of what happened. Parramatta played like absolute garbage. As I said, they were just dead set embarrassing. In my opinion, Paulo needs to be brought off the bench. There was too many errors. There was no support players when the lines were broken. Falling off tackles. It was woeful. I had hopes like the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes. They were running with Melbourne, and then 6 against started getting called. There was a lot of 6 against called.
Oh yeah, there were plenty of them in that game. Yeah.
And then before you know it, Melbourne just start running all over Parramatta, and that was it. And then, you know, I don't get it because I look at the signings the Eels have made this year. We've had Pezzett for a year, which is basically to piggyback through this year and then go to Broncos next year. Yeah. Then it was the Bellum. Like, I don't know why we've signed him. He's
pretty quiet.
He's hopeless.
The other night,
and like, it's got me stumped. The only player out there that tried all game was Ione. He tried to lift the boys, and they just they didn't care. But you know, the Storm, they just played the Storm game. They got him in the head, and they just pushed him around the field, and that was it. Look, obviously the Eels, they verse Broncos next week, which they need to sort themselves out. Especially in the forwards, because you're going up to Suncorp, you're versing Broncos, who've just gone down to Penrith, which we'll touch base on in a second. But hopefully Pezza can bring a bit more into the game and have a clinical and show Broncos why they've chosen to sign him. Because honestly, what he's shown is not enough. If I'm Rolls, I'm not going to drawing board again and saying, well, that shouldn't happen. That's 2 times in the last 2 years we versed Melbourne in Amy Park. Both times we've been defeated by 50 points or more. That's disgusting. And I mean, look, I know everyone out there, including a few followers, are saying, "Oh, you know, Parramatta's year's done. They're not going to win the grand final." In my opinion, records are made to be broken. Simple as that.
I'm a Bulldog supporter, as you know. I'm a little bit disappointed. I took Parramatta. Only because, as I said, a few of the other podcasts, Parramatta was definitely the best team in the bottom half of the gate last year. They proved themselves, and then they got the club challenge winner this year.
The pre-season challenge.
Challenge in the trials, and they showed what they could do. But I was just I was a bit disappointed, but there was a lot of mistakes from the ref, but they wouldn't have made not much difference. As you said, as you know, Melbourne didn't play very strong. Harry Grant, every time he touched the ball.
It was like he just, you know, it's like he's just, you know, come out and made a statement like, you know, this is our year, this is us, this is who we are. Like, but still, he played a really good game.
And the forwards for Parramatta are just very flat.
Woeful.
Supposed to go forward, they just flat.
And then there was silly passes. I mean, there was a situation where Penasini was running down the right hand side of the field, and instead of when he got down there, clearly you got players on you. Instead of there was no support player around him, nothing like that. But instead of holding onto the ball, he just gets within 5 meters of the line and just tries to plant it. Like, what are we doing? It's first or second tackle. Hold on to the ball. And then there was a situation where Paulo was in the tackle and he's already within that not even 30 centimeters off the ground. And he goes for an offload. Like, what are we trying to do? We're playing desperate football. Play what's in front of you.
That's it.
Don't be throwing passes like this. Because at the end of the day, that was disgusting. And I mean, it's the first round. If that happens again to them next week, that's going to be a very, very long season for the Eels. But look, moving on. That's the rant for that one until Tuesday. Moving on, obviously, over the weekend, the Warriors defeated the Sydney Roosters 42-18. Wow. That's
Yeah,
what
I
say.
didn't.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming, but
I mentioned on Team List Tuesday with you, Dave, that it was my understanding going over the New Zealand, over to Auckland, sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be an easy game for the Roosters, but
No.
the fact Warriors came out and did what they did,
Yeah.
that was unbelievable. Roosters Roosters had a few bad calls, but their discipline was crap.
Yeah.
And if they want to play finals footy this year, they need to step up and
step up a few notches. Yeah. Go back to the drawing board.
I mean, their completions were under 75%. They had 13 errors and 11 penalties.
Yeah,
so that's not Roosters. I mean, I know they lost 2 players to injury. I get that, but in saying that, it's like the Warriors just come out and just their halves pairing, they just clicked. They just played really, really well. And honestly, I reckon if they had a bit more ball, it would have been another 50-pointer. A bit more time on that clock, it would have been another 50-point, 100%. Did you catch much of that one, David?
No, I didn't catch much of that, but I was shocked. The scoreline, So I took the Roosters, but then again, the Roosters are going to have to step up.
100%.
After this week because they got another hard game Friday night. Against the Souths.
Well, there you go. Yeah, and the Souths they were moving on, obviously, Broncos versus Panthers. Penrith 26-0 against the defending premiers. That is, and honestly, let's just say Dylan Edwards. If anybody out there knows Dylan Edwards, pass on an apology from me. I come out earlier this year and said that obviously his season last year was terrible. A lot of injury, a lot of errors in his game. But
you don't see many from
the way he come out and played on the weekend. Honestly, was the best I've seen him play since Penrith were in the grand finals. He come out and he played exceptional. But honestly, the whole team was just perfect. I mean, a few errors, which is understandable, but to hold someone like Broncos to 0 is a big effort. But in saying that, Madge's Broncos, obviously, you look at them where they've won the premiership last year. There was a lot of hype around Walsh, but now you look at it where, and obviously they had a bit of a bit of adjustment with their halves and that during the year and whatnot. We were all a bit, they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that. But now, I'd like to know who's leading the spine, because your players like Ben Hunt, Reynolds, Ezra Mam, Walsh, like they're there and there's no combination. They're not gelling. They've lost the plot. Like they come into the game with all hopes, and then once you hit the 80-minute mark, they're sitting on 19 errors. That's
a lot too many.
That's massive from a premiership side.
Premiership side.
And you look, they're coming into this week coming, should I say, against the Eels, who are going to be desperate to put on the win. You're just going down like that to Penrith. I'm not saying Penrith are crap. Penrith are a decent squad.
Penrith very wrong.
That's what's the answers. What's Madge doing here? What are we looking at for the Broncos for next week? I know. Are we changing some tactics? Are we getting the boys to hold the ball a bit more? There's got to be something there, because that was terrible.
They do need to, because as I said, that's when Parramatta started their last 7 wins out of the last 9 games. That's when they knocked Brisbane off. By 40 odd. That's when Parramatta started turning their season around a bit too late. But
that was absolutely.
They smacked Brisbane.
That was absolutely crazy. I didn't think that game was going to go the way it did, and obviously a lot of games this week I didn't think were going to go the way they did. But now we'll touch base on the Sharks versus Titans. Let's just say another team that's not going to win the premiership this year is the Titans. Sharks beat them 50 points to 10. Another long year for the Titans, I'd say. In my opinion, if they keep playing like that this year, I've got them favourites for wooden spooners. But big hats off to Braden Trindle.
Yeah.
Mate, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
He scored. Obviously, the Sharks scored 6 tries in 40 minutes, and the way Hines and Trindle were combining, and just digging in and just giving it to the Titans it was really good to see. Trindle looks like he's gone back to a bit like he's got a bit more shape about him.
Yeah.
Is the way the structural play, the way he plays in the field. Like that game was just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
As for the Titans, obviously nothing went right for them. A lot of errors, a lot of missed tackles. So where does Hene go from here, Dave? What do you reckon? Do we change his lineup? Do we look at different tactics?
Oh, they're gonna have to look at different tactics, as you said. So yeah, but it's going to be a long season.
I mean, obviously they got Jaden Campbell's still out. But that shouldn't affect the way.
No, it shouldn't.
They played on the field. I mean, Brimson didn't do too much at all. And everything the Titans touched just seemed to just go to the ground or into the hands of the Sharks, and the Sharks just will.
And that Trindle, he's in the best form of his career at the moment.
He did very well.
Yeah,
he come out and he lit him up.
He's been a good signing for that Cronulla side.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so
100%. Moving on, Manly versus Raiders. In my opinion, this game was probably my favourite game of the round. Our first Golden Point thriller. Obviously, what a way to end Saturday night.
Second the season. I was second of the first round too. Bulldogs and Dragons, remember? And
in Vegas, yeah, that's right. Yeah, see, there you go.
And there was 11.
Correct me there.
And there was 11 golden points all year last year.
Yeah,
last season,
yeah. There you go.
There's 2 already in the first round.
There you go, guys. There's a stat. Yeah, no, I forgot about that game. Yeah. I forgot that game was golden points. See, Dave's got me on. Dave's got that sorted. That NRMA contract's working well. Obviously, as I said, this game was one of my favourites for round one. Manly started the game in great form. Yeah. Showed they have a lot of fight, especially being down by 14 points in the last part of the second half, and coming back the way they did. But my opinion, Kohler, let's just say, mate, you freak. He's an absolute machine. I don't know what they're doing to him pre-game or whatnot, but, mate, he's an absolute freak on that left edge there. He was just causing all sorts of drama for the Raiders.
Yeah.
But obviously, unfortunately, they didn't get the cookies at the end. As for the Raiders, obviously they got a lot of young fellas there. We did mention when Fogarty obviously was moved on. Yeah. Obviously for better things. Unfortunately, it wasn't this game though. Yeah. But Ethan Sanders, the way he controlled himself during the game, says a lot about a player. Like you look at players like Cleary or Mitch Moses or Munster or Hughes or you look at Sharks or Trindle or Hines, players like that where if they get in a situation like that and they get the field goal to win with their team, they up and down, they're celebrating and they're cheering. Sanders, mate, he kicked it and then he just stood there, smiled and turned around and walked away. That was it. It was like, yep, okay, I got it.
Yeah, just like just going back on the Bulldogs and Dragons when Critter, they
just stood there and then just
he kicked it
and just walked off.
Turned around, knew he had it. So,
that's Sanders has got a massive career ahead of him. Yeah. Especially if you can stay controlled and composed on a footy field like that, you've got a massive career ahead of you. And he come through from Parramatta. Yeah. He was a junior at Parramatta. Obviously couldn't come up through the ranks because of players like Mitch Moses and that were there. Yeah. But he did really well.
We got the winning point then for Raiders. No, I only won by the point, but still 2 points at the end of the day.
100%, mate, 100%. Yeah. Get your thoughts in on these two guys in the comment section. Obviously, we like to hear what people have got to say out there. Obviously, last game of the round, it was a bit odd. Dolphins go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphins lost to Bunnies 40 points to 22. I was honestly sitting there.
30.
Sorry, yeah, it
40
was
to
30.
30,
40
yeah.
to 30.
That's what I
sorry.
said, yeah, 70 points. Another 70 points.
70 points, that's right, yeah, my bad. They've corrected me again. Look, I was honestly sitting there cheering the Bunnies.
Yeah.
I was hoping they were going to get 50.
Yeah.
Just so it wasn't two teams on 50. It would have really put a sting in the ladder this year. But look, Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell look very, very sharp on that edge. My main concern is the middle forwards for the Bunnies. Obviously, they let they let a lot of breaks up that middle. And then on that, they've just let a lot of momentum go up that middle.
Yeah.
But then towards the end of the game, they just I know it's like they found another gear, and they weren't letting Dolphins pass them. And when the Dolphins were on the ball, they just couldn't build off nothing.
Yeah.
Balls kept going to ground. A few silly penalties. And then obviously there was a bit of a scuffle with David Fafita and Flegler.
Pretty
sure that's who it was.
Yeah, Flegler,
And ended up with Flegler and Fafita in the bin. So that was interesting towards the end. Now I think there was like more penalties in the last 7 minutes than there was in the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just crazy. Yeah. But look, touch on the Dolphins. Obviously, the hammer. He looked very quiet.
Very quiet today.
Didn't get much momentum.
Yep.
Averillo, obviously, the try he put on, did well, but then didn't get too much out of him then.
No, he's pretty quiet after that.
I think the halves for the Dolphins as well, a little bit quiet.
Today,
Katoa, obviously.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's done. I'm not 100% sure. I know he was clutching at a injury around the chest here, but towards the end. But I don't know what's going on there. But
we'll have to.
You'll hear more.
Yeah, we'll have
Tuesday,
to check up on that. Yeah, we'll have to check up on that.
But he was very, as you said, he was very. Yeah, him and what's the other bloke in the headgear for the 5'8" now?
For Dolphins?
Yeah, Dolphins.
In the halves?
Yeah.
That's I've shot a blank here.
Yeah.
Katoa, I think it is it?
Yeah, Katoa.
Katoa, yeah.
He used to be the Islander fella.
Yeah.
He used to be the half. He used to be 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, they got him. They were switching him around. Yeah.
Yeah, I know there is an injury scare too for Sullivan.
Yeah.
He's obviously off in a moon boot, so we'll touch base on that throughout the week next week. But yeah, 70 points in 80 minutes. That's a big big thing. I think both teams need to go in and look at their defense this week and really tighten up that middle there. Obviously, the Dolphins didn't really seem to slide in their defense left to right when it comes to trying to hold the Bunnies out, and Walker and Latrell Mitchell just made them, made a show of it.
Yeah, well, they hit a bit of form like after their year disappointing year they had last year.
Yeah,
they hit a bit of form today, but as Bennett said at halftime, they've still got a long way to go.
Yeah,
to be their best.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right,
So.
Anything else you want to touch base on, Davo?
Just Dolphins. Like, we know what they're like. They can put points on any team.
Yeah.
They score. Yeah, but they put 40, 50 points on 4 or 5 teams last year.
Yeah.
But just today they had nothing.
Yeah. The first round back, and then they had.
Yeah, they had nothing. Yeah. So but.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be us. We're going to keep that as that. We'll be back for Teamless Tuesday on Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in as always. And if you got anything you want to send in to us, guys, stuff you want to see us try, get them in. You got any questions, get them in, opinions, whatnot. We're happy to take anything on and answer anything that's there. We will be posting the tipping comp results for round 1 tonight or tomorrow morning, obviously, once everything gets settled down. We will go from there. We'll see you at Teamless Tuesday. And as always, guys, remember, this is our year, not for Parramatta or Titans, though.